Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you have seen my previous videos, if not, welcome. My name is Shauna. I currently live in New Jersey, but I am a New York City based model, lover of makeup, fashion, art in general, and this brand that I'm going to be playing with today is perfect for that. I have not been feeling the best this weekend. Physically I'm fine, but mentally it's just been a bit blah, so I thought I would sit down and play with makeup today. I am going to be working with the Musée Beauty new mini palette, the Triumph of Venus. This is a limited edition palette, so if you are interested in it, definitely pick it up soon because their limited edition palettes do go quickly. So this is what the color story looks like. I always love their color stories. I think they're curated very, very nicely for the art movements that they pertain to, and I'm pretty sure that this is a continuation of their Rococo series. I didn't pick up their original Rococo palette, which was a larger palette, just because for me, not that the color story is bad in any way, but it was at a little too many neutrals for me, so I wasn't super interested in it. But I definitely love this. I love that it has some blues, like this like kind of rusty reddish orange shade. And then even though it's more neutral, it definitely has more of an orange tone to it. So yeah, I think, well, I know that I can come up with a color, a look, that's what I'm trying to say, that I'm gonna be happy with this, and I have my outfit picked out for that. I did pick up as well the Honoré palette, and this one, it's interesting because I just talked about neutral, like even though this is fairly neutral, I think because they're more pink leaning neutrals, I still gravitated towards this, and I like that it has a teal and this shimmery green. I did watch Annette's review on these palettes where she used, I believe she combined these two, and she was talking about the fact that she wished that this one had more to go along with these two greens, and I definitely can see that, but I think I could still come up with something that is going to be fun using this as well. But yeah, if you've watched my videos, you know that I love blues, so I know I'm going to come up with something that I'm going to be really excited about with this. And I don't know why I keep like having almost like a shortness of breath or something. So yes, for me, makeup is something that can be very therapeutic, and I want to, as well as just the idea of getting, I'm sorry, my upstairs neighbor's dogs are being really loud and kind of annoying right now, but it is what it is. Oh my god. Okay. I stopped recording for a few seconds because the howling was getting a little out of control. Anyway, yes, I believe that there is power in doing your makeup, getting dressed up, and the effects that that can have on how you feel in the moment. Not to say that if there's something wrong that you can just put on a pretty dress and makeup and everything, all your problems are going to go away, because that's certainly not the case, but it definitely can have an effect in the moment and help lift your spirits. So that's what I'm hoping for today. So yes, if you're not already subscribed, please do so, hit the bell notification, and let's get into the look. First, I'm going in with the shade Shallow, which is a matte powder blue shade, and I'm placing this in and above the crease in the inner half of the eye. Next, I'm going in with the shade Tempestuous, which is a darker matte blue, and I would say this definitely leans more gray, and I'm placing this in the outer half in and above the crease. Next, for the inner half of the lid, I'm taking the shade Seafoam, which is a slightly metallic color. It is a slightly gray silver. I suppose it's still somewhat on the blue spectrum, but it definitely is more gray. And now for the outer half of the lid, I'm taking the shade Tide, which is a greenish blue metallic shade. Now I'm going in with the shade Depths, which is a matte black. It isn't a super dark black, so it's great for doing liner work, smudging, and I am using this as a smudged out liner. Now underneath the eye, I'm taking the shade Boucher, which is a matte orangish red shade. And as I was doing this, I decided that I wanted to pull that out and create a wing below the eye. Now I'm going in with the Haus Labs Gel Identify Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Punk, which is a true black. And this ended up, it's a very creamy formula, so it ended up smudging more than I originally intended to. But I decided to just go with it and make it a more dramatic liner than usual instead of cleaning it up. And now I am curling my lashes and then going in with the Pacifica Beauty Vegan Collagen Mascara. And now I'm just going back in and cleaning up and sharpening that line that I created underneath with the reddish shade. And I'm also placing that as the inner eye highlight color. Though it's not exactly a highlight here, but I just thought I would have a little more fun with the placement and bring that into the contour shape into the nose. And now I'm just going in with the bronzer from Fenty Beauty, my usual. For highlighter, I'm going in with the Pixi Beauty Glowy Glossomer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. I haven't used it in a while, and I just thought it would be nice to use it for this. And now for lips, I'm going in with the Bite Beauty Power Moves Lip Crayon in the shade Negroni, which is a true red. Look, it's really not at all what I had in mind, but I'm not mad at it. I definitely thought that it would be more blue focused, and the reddish orange, for some reason in my head I thought it was going to be more red than it is, and it's definitely more like a terracotta color. Not mad at it. I would say the blues actually, at least for me, they look more gray. Again, I'm not really mad at it. It's just different than what I thought that it was going to be. And I mean, definitely you can look at, like, especially this one and this one, I would expect it to turn out more gray, but I would say this one and this one I thought would look more blue than they do. I mean, you can definitely see that the blue is there, but it definitely is like somewhere between blue and gray. So yeah, and then with, oops, that's not the right thing. With the Haus Labs kohl liner in Actually, I think it's the Gel Identify liner. But anyway, in the shade Punk. I don't know why I cannot find my sharpener. I probably just need to buy a new one. But yeah, it was like, because this formula is super, super creamy, and it definitely you can end up using more product than you're expecting to if you're not using it just in the waterline. And so even though I did originally intend on just using it in the waterline, because it was like getting a little dull, like it smudged out further. I'm not mad at how that turned out though. I think this looks kind of cool, and it's a little different from how I normally do my makeup. And I just thought it would be fun to pull this color out here. And then I ended up just going a little crazy with that like reddish orange color and putting it in the inner eye, and then connecting that to the brow to create more of a shadow. It's definitely more of a menacing look. Maybe my mood had something to do with that, but yes. Anyway, enough blabbing. Overall, it performed well. I would say this one definitely took a lot of building up to do, but they performed pretty well. And the black, as Annette said in her video, it's not like a super pigmented black, but that can often be a good thing. And I just personally wanted it to smudge out on the top some, and it created the effect that I wanted with that. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy, and I'm gonna go do my look now. So leave me a comment down below what you liked about this. What is something that you do when you're doing your makeup to just keep going with something if it's not going the way that you wanted. And yes, I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned a few more seconds for the look. And until next time, stay safe and stay well. Bye.